All right, so the great folks over at Elementor have released something new, something that's not a feature inside of Elementor, but a feature for Elementor users, and I have so many thoughts about this. I want to dive right into this. There's no real demo today, but let's go ahead and talk about becoming an Elementor expert. This is a directory, a marketplace of sorts, where you can go and apply to be an Elementor expert, and you can put in some things like marketing abilities, design abilities, development abilities, and you sort of just get dropped into this directory of nearly 2,000 people right now, just shy of 2,000 people at the time of this recording. I'm a few days late, but this is going to be a place where folks can leverage to get found, right? Especially now, when we're sort of uncertain of how we're going to get work, what businesses are going to keep investing in web and mobile and stuff like that. So it's a great solution if you want to get found specifically for Elementor. In order for this to be super successful, Elementor really has to put their full weight of marketing efforts behind it. And I think that's going to be a tall order with everything else that they're doing, although they have been surprising me over these last few years. And I say that because marketplaces are tricky things to launch and sustain because it's chicken or the egg. You need the designers, the developers, the agencies, the marketing folks to sign up and create profiles, but you also need to drive traffic to your customers to leverage that opportunity, right? To search and filter down and find the right, people to help them with a project. And if most people that are using Elementor are the developers and the designers, well, then it's just going to be developers and designers maybe looking for an assist in other areas that they're just not really good at. And that's still an opportunity. It's still valuable, but it doesn't come in mass like you would want for somebody to build a website for their brand or organization. So it's going to be a tricky thing, though I do wish it all the luck, and I think it's a great opportunity to sign up for. And it's actually something that has been driving me nuts about WordPress and Automatic. If you've been following me for quite some time, I have a pretty strong affinity with the blue-collar digital worker. I think that many of us who have promoted WordPress over the years, helped websites get online using WordPress, leveraging our skill set, we are a good chunk of the reason as to why WordPress has grown so much as it has. I wrote about this. I'll link it up in the description below. I don't think it's just the software. I don't think it's just the features. I don't think it's just the core contributors either, though they obviously are a huge driving force behind WordPress. I think the installs, the user base, the education, the excitement of using WordPress has come from folks like you and I. And why I think Elementor launching this, so long as it's a true effort by them, is really going to change the direction of how Elementor is seen. This could be one of their best branding efforts that they've ever done because it's about being an Elementor expert, not a WordPress expert. Even though Elementor still runs on WordPress, it is all about being an expert at Elementor. And that's a critical mind shift for a lot of people. I mean, if you've been listening to me for quite some time, and I've been saying this, many people have, that Elementor is set to launch their own hosted SaaS service, and the experience, for all intents and purposes, is just Elementor anyway, right? I mean, for the most part, if you're designing a website for somebody and you're giving them the power to leverage Elementor, well, you're not really touching WordPress all that much until you get into customizing other features of the site, installing other plugins. But oh, by the way, Elementor is rolling out more features all the time. Contact forms, sliders, of course, landing pages, and all of the stuff you can do with Elementor by itself. I mean, all they need next is e-commerce and maybe just a few other components, and they've got themselves a full on-site building experience without having to say WordPress. So this could be the first brick in that foundation. That's just me critically thinking about it. And why haven't we got this from Automatic yet? Why hasn't WordPress, I mean, let's just call it what it is, it's the brand, put out some kind of official directory that they are piping leads and opportunities to for the people who have been flying the WordPress flag ever since its inception. it really drives me crazy that there isn't an official thing. Now, I remember that years ago, I think there was a Jetpack Professionals directory, which is sort of a half attempt to say that all professionals will fall under this Jetpack thing. It really came off as just a marketing gimmick, and maybe it still exists. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Hey everybody, Matt from the future. Looks like I did find that directory, and it actually is credit where credit is due. It looks pretty nice, and it looks like it's still active, though I don't know how many people actually use it, and that's the rub. And this is what I mean about this whole Elementor thing. It really needs the weight of Elementor. WordPress's Jetpack.pro website really needs the weight of WordPress marketing behind it. It really can't survive without that kind of effort. So if you just want to see it really quick, my good buddy Aaron Jorbin, if we click on his profile, looks pretty cool. You can link to his website, his socials, all of his core contributions, his job types, and his specialties. You can give him some kudos into this box. You can see the WordPress TV and any kind of activity that he has on, I'm assuming, the WordPress network. So again, very nice to see that it is still up and running, though the issue is marketing and getting it in front of people and getting it in front of customers so that they can contact us. It's the issue with a marketplace like this and a job board. I wish WordPress or Jetpack all the best of luck, and Elementor as well. Let's get back to the video. Shopify, for instance, they have a massive partner network. They love their partners. Not only that, is they have an official app store, right? A true marketplace that you can sell, make money, earn a living, and get real referrals from. This is a massively missed opportunity from WordPress, unless they just want to, and by they I mean Matt, unless he just wants to own the entire experience, and he is planning on it, and maybe you will have an app store one day, but it will be much more held to the chest than your Shopify's, your iTunes, your Google Plays. I don't know. It's just a massively missed opportunity in my eyes, and when I think about the digital worker, the blue-collar digital worker who's been pushing WordPress for so long, it would be nice to have some official recognition somewhere for folks to find us. So look, at the end of the day, this is a great opportunity for you. If you're already a pro member to Elementor, you can sign up for free, and maybe depending on when you're watching this, I believe they're giving away free signups because of this whole COVID-19 outbreak. It's actually part of the reason why they said they rushed this out the door a little bit, because they saw it as an opportunity to help their customers and their community. And that is one thing I still really applaud Elementor on, is even though it is part of branding, building out this sector of web experts to enable them to build their careers, create opportunity, make some money. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing effort. And as long as they're leading with that and they're putting some true efforts behind it, it's going to really grow. And I think it's the smartest thing that any brand can do. You know, some of the stuff that I'm hearing from top marketers now is, be done with the content marketing and really focus on community now more than ever. Which is funny, because I think a lot of the advice people are giving these days to stay in business are the things people should have been doing forever, right? These are things that are not gimmicky, they're long-lasting, they're evergreen, and they build a true connection. It's just a slower growth curve. And a lot of people just can't wait that time. They want immediate results. If you want immediate results, check out the Elementor Experts section. Become an expert. Find your little niche in there. There's already 2,000 people signed up, so it might be hard to get found, but it's going to be really interesting to see how Elementor and their team bring this to life for everyone involved. It's pluginshot.com, pluginshot.com/subscribe. Thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. All right, we'll see you in the next one.